Hi, everybody. This is Lee at Fresh Astrology, and this is a part of a discussion, a larger discussion I'm having with my community here on YouTube, and I invite anyone to come in and join the discussion. Um, so the idea here is that when you look at your birth chart, if I were to pull up your birth chart, we look at it together, or if you look at it, what you see is the entire zodiac. You see all the zodiac signs represented. You see all the planets. You see the sun and the moon. It's all there. You can even pull in other things like asteroids and other fixed stars. All of it's there in your chart. And so that means you are comprised of all of that. So just as much as we can say you're a sun sign, whatever, we have to look at everything that's in that astrology chart, and that is you. That is you're all of it. And it's all inside of you. It's not out there. It's true physically that the stars are out there and the planets are out there, the sun's out there, but it's also in here. And the way it's in here is kind of a mystery, but I think it has to do with energy, is the easiest way I can think of it. And you're born with all of it. In this instance, we're talking about Mars. You are Mars. So I've done a series of videos where we're contemplating that you're each of the planets and the sun and the moon, and you're all of it. You're also all the zodiac signs, all the stars. So in this case, we're just trying on the idea of what if you are Mars? What does that mean? It's not going to be all of you, but it is a part of you. And you have full range of power that Mars has. You have all the tremendous energy. Mars is a tremendous energy resource for you. So it's very important that you know that you have it. And it's also a passion. Mars is how you're passionate. It carries many emotions that are hot and passionate, fiery. Sometimes that's anger, but it can just be passion. It's a type of courage. It's such a strong energy with so much drive and motivation behind it that it makes your actions seem courageous. It can make you move forward despite fear. So it's a tremendous power resource for you. And it can be used for bad, just like any of the planets, or, anything you do, you can choose, to take the high road or the low road. But Mars at its core is energy, like a fiery, hot kind of power resource. It's like plugging into an outlet and getting electricity. Uranus is a little bit like that too, but Mars is just a huge power source. So if you were Mars, and there may be some people out there, I have a lot of clients who say they don't have confidence, they don't have any get up and go, they don't feel motivated. What if that's something that you suffer with? What if I told you and you started to play around with this idea that you are Mars, that nobody has more Mars energy than you do? Everyone has the same amount of Mars energy. They're born with the same Mars in their chart. It may be in a different zodiac sign. It may be in a different house placement, but the power of Mars is the same. It doesn't impact Mars itself. And that quality of energy and the type of energy and the kind of nature of that energy is not altered. It has a slightly different shade, but it doesn't mean more or less. So you have just as much motivational energy as anyone else. You have just as much confidence as anybody else, but your awareness level is different. Maybe you're not as aware that you have that. So if you start to kind of, dismantle the way you did think about planets or yourself or your abilities, and you start to try on kind of a new way, like reshape how you look at your own abilities, your own power sources, what just the beautiful gifts you were born with, the same gifts that everyone else has. If you start to look at it that way, and that the energy is constant, it's not like it's wearing down or you lost it somewhere along the way. It's always with you, and you can't stop it from being with you. You can't undo or rip out the Mars energy. It's just there. There's no way to get rid of it or to block it. So if you knew that were true, how would it change how you behave? How does it start like what starts to occur to you in terms of how you could move forward in your life if you knew you have the full power of Mars behind you? All that energy, all that drive, all that passion, all that ability to be courageous. How would that change you if you knew you had that? That's the conversation I want to get started. You are Mars. All right, take care, guys.